Okay, okay, I'm back. I do not know what the hell did just happen. Like randomly, my screen turned black, and then Windows started fucking updating. Like, what the hell? He came back, yeah, bro. I came back to struggle on that same stupid question again, bro. And the fact that it has an 80% acceptance rate shows that I truly need to practice more. But what the hell did just happen to this stupid laptop? Like randomly, it started updating itself. Stupid. Okay, so Vyom Bajaj, I think yeah, he isn't in the stream right now. He pretty much told me the solution now. So we store the first and last index of every uh, character. What I was struggling is to find the number of unique characters between any two windows. I think we just brute force that. We just brute force that, right? That is why I think this has a very high acceptance rate. We'll make a unordered map which will have car as key and pair of int as first index, last index, right? Then what we'll do is for car C of S, if C dot if first index last index dot find C is not equal, if it is equal to hash dot end, if it is equals to, no, if it is not equal to first index last index dot end, what we do is first index equals to feely C dot first. Then what we do is feely C equals to first index and the current index as your, god damn it, int equals to 0 I less than s dot length I plus plus, then C is equals to si car C equals to si, and that's it. Else we can say feely of C is equals to I comma I, right? First index last index is the same. This will store the first index and last index. Are we back? Windows update sucks. I mean, yeah, they do, but how did it even update without my permission or anything? Must be a glitch. You follow Striver's sheet? Not exactly. I mean, of course, his sheet is really good, but recently, no, I've been not following it. Now we have first index, last index for every element. What's A plus 1? A plus 1 is B, right? If we have, let's say, a car C equals to A plus 1. A plus 1. It's kind of cold in Delhi. Come on, bro, come on. So STD out is B, right? Okay. Makes sense. What we can do is, if we do not update them for a while, Windows do it so automatically. Cold isn't the only thing in Delhi, lol. Of course, Delhi has all the problems, bro. Cold and pollution and whatnot, crime and everything. Okay. For int I equals to 0, I is less than, what we'll do is take the first index and last index for every car and find the number of unique cars between them. Right, makes sense. I less than, if we have, let's say, car A equals to, not car A, car X equals to A plus 1 was B. A plus 25 should be Z, right? A plus 25 should be Z. Okay. I is less than 26. I plus plus. Car C. Car. What do we call it? Car C equals to your mm, A plus I. Okay. Now we have the first index and last index. If at all it even exists, we'll have to check. If first index last index dot find C is not equals to first index last index dot end, right? If at all it even exists, then we can say int first index equals to feely of C dot first, int last index equals to feely of C dot second. And now we'll just calculate we'll make a set unordered, I can't type, unordered set of car, my set for int I equals to first index plus 1, I less than last index I plus plus, my set dot insert s of I. No, we can't have I, we have already j, s of j, right? And after that we just do int int set size equals to my set dot size, and we just add that to answer plus equals to set size, and we can take an early exit if we find all the 26 element. If my set dot size it's equal to 26, you can take a early exit, right? That's it. What else do we need to do? That's it, right? I should think that people living in Delhi are so lucky. No, I mean Delhi has its own good things, bro. Like the what do you call it? The public transport here can never be matched by any other city in India. It's crazy how accessible every corner of Delhi is. Hello, how much time it take you to build logic? Bro, it really depends. Like in this question, I couldn't build the logic myself. I had to take help. Some questions I build the logic instantly, whereas some I struggle, and yet I am still getting a wrong answer. Hmm. See out. First index Feely of Feely of C is Feely and L. See out. Answer plus equals to set size. Okay, now let's see where is it failing. What's happening? Come on. Chandigarh public transports are much better. I've heard Chandigarh is much more like, see, Chandigarh is a planned city, right? Delhi is not at all. Chandigarh has very good infrastructure in terms of planned infrastructure. They have like bike lanes and all that. Delhi, of course, doesn't have that, but Chandigarh definitely does not have better metro or public transport than Delhi. One good thing about Delhi is metro connectivity. Absolutely. I want to crack top tech companies. Bro, then you have to take advice from Vyom Bajaj because he's the goat here. First and last index of why is the first and last index of 4 of A is 4? Am I not updating them correctly? Oh, bro, my stupid ass didn't write else condition. Hmm. Yeah, it seems to be working. I still I still think so that this isn't perfect. I still think so. There's some error in this. Let's take some test cases. People must leave some good test cases. Yeah, let's try these test cases. Okay, show me that green tick, please. Hell yes. No interviews for intern on campus. I'm not. But good TS and theoretical knowledge of projects is what hours in interviews from my friends. That makes sense. What year are you in? Okay, it is done. But so I was I was stupid enough that I was trying to solve this in big O of n. What's the most optimal solution? I was trying to solve it in one pass. Like, is there a way that we can find the number of unique characters between? Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. You know what? I'll ask him in this. Oh, you're in third year. 26 and yo, Pars Pro, what's up? Shaitan, 26 and what 26 and? Okay, we need to say. Okay, so this is a like DSA related question that I want to ask you. Suppose we have a string of characters and I want to find out the number of unique characters between any two different indexes. What is the most optimal way to do this? Let's talk in CPP. Just thinking. Oh, it's n. Oh, it's n star 26. Complexity of. Okay, that is why I couldn't. God damn, I'm dumb as hell. View your Leetcode profile. Okay, let me show my Leetcode profile. भाई कॉलेज करके ट्रेन से घर जा रहा हूँ कॉलेज वाले बहुत प्रेशर दे रहे हैं फॉर व्हाट एंड you go to college from train. You're from West Bengal path, right? Yeah, this is my profile. I suck, bro. Okay, what did pre-compute prefix bit mask or what the hell did it just tell? If characters, I'm talking about a string made up of English alphabets from A to Z. Okay, talk in that case and tell me the most optimal way with time complexity and all that. Average West Bengal guy going to college in train. I I think so. Yeah, Parth is from West Bengal as far as I remember. Hello, bro. Hello, bye. Shaitan, bro, what's your rating update from the last contest? Use a prefix bit marks. Store for each position I a 32 bit mask where bit 0 equal to a pre-process. What the hell did it just tell us? Vector prefix. Explain me the approach like I don't know shit about coding. Please don't think that I'm a legendary grandmaster on code forces or anything like that. What did it just use a prefix bit mask? You have a problem and you want to between how many different characters exist exactly between index 3 and 6 ACDA. Yes, I'm from West Bengal. कल तो एक लीड कोड क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करके सो गया था. I mean, one is still better than nothing. Same bro, I'm for two. Bro, अब के तुम totally JS पे shift हो रहे हो? No, I'm doing JS to become better at development. Okay, you know what? I'll just think about this later. Let's look at the editorial. There's only one possible. To solve this problem, we can focus on each letter of the alphabet and treat it as the first and the last character. Then we find out how many numbers we can put in between them. So it's just we iterate over the string only 26 times, so it's still big of n. Right? I didn't think of that. I'm dumb. Like if I analyze the complexity, it's still big of n, right? 26 times. That's still big of n. I'm stupid. Okay, let's do some questions. What do we do? Number of zigzag arrays. This is 27% acceptance rate. Why do I have it in my to-do list? I'm not even like checking it out if it's so tough. Elimination game. Yeah, I think I had seen this. Nope. Give me sort by. Can't we sort it with the time we added it? Like the latest problems that I added. Difficulty acceptance question ID last submitted time. Damn it. Minimum positive. Best time to buy. Spiral matrix. But we can do similar questions. They have similar questions, right? Count palindromic subsequences. Bro, Shaitan is from Jadavpur University. He's set. That is a crazy good university with almost zero fees. Are you preparing for any niche? For placements, of course. Like, I didn't understand. Should we do this? This is a 2200 rated. You know what? We can just check out the past contests and try to solve the problems we couldn't. Get this. Let's start from the very first contest. Let's check out this. I solved two problems in here, right? I think I've solved this problem. Yep, I've solved this. In my first contest, did I solve the third problem? Split and merge array transformation. This is a 1900 rated problem, but it has a 50% acceptance rate. You're given two integer arrays. Choose any subarray, remove that subarray, leave the prefix sum empty if L equals to 0 and the suffix sum. Reinsert the remove subarray in its original order at any position in the remaining array. Between any two elements at the very start or at the element. Return the minimum number of needed to transform. So what we want to do is we take out a chunk, move it anywhere in the array. Split out the subarray 3. Bro. Okay, 1982. And okay, the length is just 6. Oh, I remember. So for this question, we just had to use BFS because the constraint is so damn small. We just do BFS and perform brute force. But would I want to do this right now? I feel on-campus opportunities are so luck-based. Felt in the intern season. Absolutely, bro. Even in my like, what do you call it, experience, I feel like it's all a lottery at the end. Hi, bro. What's up? GHFFGDFDD. That's an interesting name. Hmm. Okay, I couldn't even solve the second question in this contest. That's crazy. I did solve it later. The second question is a 1600 rated. Damn it. Number of zigzag arrays. And this is a 21. So this was a goddamn hard contest, bro. Each element lies in the range. No two adjacent elements are equal. A zigzag array of length. Each element lies in the range L, R. No two adjacent elements are equal. No three consecutive elements form a strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Bro, strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. N is the number of elements we want. L is that. On top of that, it has a 27% acceptance rate. What question do I do then? What question do I do? Should I just try this? No three consecutive elements would form a strictly. Oh, we're not talking about three. Nah, I'm not ready for questions of these. Past contest. Let's check out this contest. It's a 1800 problem. Yep, I solved this. This required a lot of submissions, but I did. I feel like have I solved every contest problem? Longest balanced substring. Do we just switch to JavaScript now? It's a 2200 rated problem, bro. A substring of S is called balanced if all distinct characters in the substring appear the same number of times. Yeah, I think I tried doing this, but failed miserably. Yep. If all come on, bro. I will give Leetcode contest tomorrow after 5 long months. Damn. I might I might not give tomorrow's contest. What's your rating, Vyom? No, could not clear a single OA. Bro. On 12 POTD was good. I marked it as good. Okay, let me see the POTD for 12th. It shouldn't be too tough, bro. You could clearly see how stupid I have been on Leetcode. I solved this. What was it? Minimum number of operations to make all array elements? What did I do here? You're given an consisting of positive integers. You can do set an index I and replace either of nums I or nums I plus 1 with their GCD value. Oh yeah, we for this we had to find the smallest subarray with GCD as 1, right? Smallest subarray with GCD as 1. Yeah, if every element. I remember this. I solved this on stream. It's a good problem, 1900 rated. We can check past POTDs. That's a good idea. 2500 problem and it is marked as medium. Is Leetcode like out of its mind? Return the number of string with dominant ones. The number of I remember this. Nah, bro, nah. I can't. Bro, what problem do I solve? That's why you should always 1681. Yeah, 1681, right? You're talking about 1681. Okay, let me see. Bro, you're giving hard problems. It's 2300 rated. I don't think so. I'll be able to solve this. Let me read. You're given an integer array. It's already 5:30, so I think I might just start JavaScript at this point. but let's just still give it a read. You're given an integer array num and an integer k. You're asked to distribute this array into k subsets of equal size such that there are no two equal elements in the same subset. No two same elements, right? Or equal, right? A subset's incompatibility is the difference between the maximum and minimum elements in that subarray. Return the minimum possible sum of incompatibilities of k subsets after distributing the array optimally, or return -1 if it is not possible. -1 we return when there would be equal elements in same subarray, right? In same subset. Okay, it's not even subarray, it's subset. Holy, the length is 16. So that is a relief. Feel like I could like, okay, let's at least run through what the question is saying. 1681 is my Leetcode rating. Oh bro, I thought you're talking about this problem. That's funny. You know what, now that I've read it, why not let me just, a more convoluted. Okay, let's go to JavaScript. I'm wasting time at this point. And I'll probably save that in my to-do. Save this in my to-do. I can check my favorite list. I didn't check my favorite list. Maybe there I. It's not solve 3186. Let's check out what 3186 is. I've solved that problem. What was the problem? Um, you're given an array power where each element multiple spells. Okay, I remember solving this. I sorted it first, or what? What did I do? Yeah, looks like I've solved it. Hmm. You're given an array power where each element represents a damage. It's a known fact that if a magician decides to cast a spell with a damage of power, they cannot cast any spell with a damage of power I minus 2, I minus 1, I plus 1, or I plus 2. I remember this was a DP problem, right? Yep, I've solved this one. Let's just, or maybe I can check my to-do list. Wildcard matching. This is a hard problem. Given an input, yeah, let's solve this. This has 800,000 submissions. You know what? Screw JavaScript for today. Let's solve this. Let's solve this one. Given an input string S and a pattern P, implement wildcard pattern matching with support for question mark and star, where question mark matches any single character and star matches any sequence of characters. I still remember my thought process for this. Right. So what we'll do is, I still remember, we maintain two pointers. Technically, every pointer should be same. Lekin, if have you have a question mark in your pattern, you move uh, both pointer +1, right? If there exists star, that's the tricky part. If there exists star, then what you have to do is, if there exists star, then you can use it to do, like, either ignore it, then it would be same PTR, or PTR +1, or PTR +2, or, and come on, wait, I didn't, the problem I was getting, group anagrams was asked in Microsoft intern interview this time in one of the interviews in our college. Bro, what college are you from? You must be from good ass college if you're getting Microsoft on campus. That's crazy that Microsoft is coming on campus. What's your college? Google Solver. So it's of course it's going to take in your string pattern, string s, string and pattern, and int ptr, sptr, int pptr. That's it, I think. Hmm. The first condition, if p, if s of sptr equals to p of ptr, p of pptr, then what we do is we return s comma p comma sptr plus 1 p ptr plus 1 if both characters match. If both match, that's the pretty standard problem. NIT Kurukshetra. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And what's your branch? Are you from CSE? If both match, if there, if P of PTR or you can just add a case here, or P of PTR equals to question mark, then you can go ahead. Now the real question comes in, if P of PTR equals to star, you can ignore it or you can keep on using it. You can ignore it or you can keep on using it. That is the case. Yes, CS, bro. You must have topped in J. What was like your percentile in J? That's a crazy college with a crazy branch. If your pointer is star, then what you do is either skip it, use it. To skip it, what we can do is bool skip equals to solver. What the hell was I returning here? Bool skip equals to solver with same s comma p, and to skip it, the string pointer remains the same, the p pointer plus 1. To use it, bool use equals to solver s and p and s ptr plus 1 and pptr would remain the same. Yep, this is the point where I would have got stuck, because after using it we can still keep on using it. Matches any sequence of character, right? We can still keep on using it. That's the point. 99.2. Holy shit. Damn, bro. Good shit, bro. You grinded where it was needed. J has the best return on investment in any case of like competitive exams. Okay, so skip and use. Now the base condition. Base condition. First just int s length equal to s dot length, int p length equals to p dot length. The base condition is if s equals to s length, sptr, sorry, and then p ptr equals to p length. If any of them, in fact, let's split them into two. इंटर्नशिप या जॉब का क्या सीन है भाई? It's cooked. I'm cooked. That's all I can say. I don't feel so. Engineering colleges are all same. It gets matched by the amount of competition among the students here in on campus. Yeah, that makes sense. But the thing is, you'll definitely have 10 times better opportunity than any other student in any other random college. Like you are in the topmost branch of top college. What about JE Advanced? Did you like deliberately uh, missed going into an IIT because you were not getting CSE, or what happened there? Not and or. This is the base condition. If we reach the end of our string, if we reach the end of our string, if we reach the end of our string, hmm, if we reach the end of our string, what the hell am I thinking about now? And we reach the end of our pattern if SPTR equals to S length and PPTR equals to P length, then we return true. If we reach the end of our pattern but string is left, so we return false. If SPTR is not equal to S length and PPTR equals to P length, then we return false. The pattern shouldn't end before the string. But if the string ends before pattern, then there's a special case. If string ends before pattern, then we need to check if the rest of the pattern can make an empty string or not. This is what is special about this question, or maybe I'm just speaking too early. If the string ends before pattern, else if both are ended, if only one has ended, we can write greater than equal to cover all cases. Is not equal to S length. If we reach the end of the pattern, if SPTR is greater than equals to S length and PPTR is less than your P length, hmm, bro. Hey, bro, what's up? Me too. Let's go grind. Yep. What year are you from? And are you like from a good college? Vyom Bajaj it is. But if you're not from tier one or some exceptional prodigy, why does YouTube like retract your messages? All the best, brother. I'm taking you as my inspiration. I left doing Leetcode before 2 years, and now I will start again. Thank you, bro, and let's keep on grinding. Yes, hard work plus connections will eventually land anybody somewhere. Absolutely, like connections. In fact, connections people take them lightly. They can take you to such great heights. Okay, so the thing is, we can have two cases. This is our string. This is our pattern. If our string and patterns end at the same time, then of course it's a true case. if our pattern actually ends before the string. If the pattern ends before the string ends, right, then we return a false. The real thing is, let's say if our string ends, and we still have a bit of a pattern left. Then the left, if we still have a bit of pattern left, then it can only be star, because star can be treated as empty. Then it can only be star because star can be treated as empty. Okay. Let me check if the are currently doing any internship or interested in doing. No, I'm not doing any internship currently. Of course, I am interested. Could we solve past virtual contests in the streams? It will help build content series. That's a very good idea. In fact, yes, we can do that. We can people who would like to join. We can probably decide a time, and then do it on stream. In there, I wouldn't even have to hide code or anything. We can do past that. That's a good idea, bro. We can think about that. Hmm. The only case is if sptr string length sptr equals to s length and pptr plus 1 should be or equals to pptr plus 1 should be equal to pptr plus 1 should be equals to p length and pptr is equals to star I return true, else we return false. Okay, I've written some logic. Let's see if that is correct or not. Return solver of sp00 ptr plus 1 sptr plus 1. Oh, I'm not even returning the answer from here. Else, no. We'll have a return false here if the characters don't match, right? Return skip, or we can even take an early exit. If skip is true, we return true. Return skip or answer. No, use. Sorry. Let's see. What are your expertise in which domains? I'm currently doing TypeScript, like working in the JavaScript domain. Yes, decide the time. I will also participate. Okay. Are you Vyomajaj? You're on Discord, right? You're on that Discord server. Logic build नहीं हो रहा मुझसे. Any advice? Bro, just practice. There's no special advice for this. Just keep on practice. Stop watching too much of tutorials. Try to write code yourself. What the hell, bro? PPTR plus 1. Did I use any other pointer? The output is false. Okay, the output is false for this case because the pointer is ending. Let's see what's breaking here. In this case of AA and star, It'll either decide the pointers are here, the pointers are here. It will either skip it or use it. If it skips it, then it will go a star. The pointer is still here and the pointer is here, and here we get a false. Okay, here we get a false. If we use it, this is skip, this is use. If we use it, we get a star, right? Now the pointer is here, another pointer here. Now we can still skip it. We get a this, the pointer comes here, here, and we get a false. But if we actually use it, if we actually use it, oh, if we actually use it, then it becomes a this, right? It's pointing to nothing, and it's pointing to star, and that is wherein I'm returning 0. Okay. Return. Can you make an empty string? Can you make an empty string? Can you make an empty string from sptr ptr xd? Yep. What's happening here? Cannot constant car. What is this error? To a function that is. Okay, so we need to pass a string. A solver does not need to modify s. Change the parameter to constant string and. You joined it? Okay, yeah, we can decide it. We can decide things there on when to actually do the virtual contest. Hmm. Or we can just add another case. If string ends, but the last if string ends and pattern doesn't, but the last car of pattern is star. No. If sptr equals to greater than equals to s length and p ptr plus 1 equals to p length and p ptr p of p ptr equals to star, so we return true. Are you stupid? It's working, but I'm pretty sure this still doesn't work correctly. Do I have any submissions for this? Nope. I need to check a few test cases. What we have done is, if we reach the end of a string and we reach the end of a pattern, then it's true. If string ends, in fact, I should have it like this. If string ends and pattern doesn't, but the last car of pattern is star, If we reach the end of our pattern, but string is left. Hmm. Let's try writing a few test cases of our own. Let's say we have this, and the pattern is star. How to become good in DS? Yeah, I'm a beginner. Just practice, bro. Keep giving contest. Stay consistent. Why am I getting what? Why am I getting true for this? And this was just working correctly, right? Was this not working correctly just a minute before? Why am I getting true here? We're getting true because these two conditions must be working here. This or this. The first condition is if both are at the ends. No, they're not. They both start from 0. If SPTR. Holy shit. Hmm. Okay, it's working correctly. I missed the. Let's say I write B. What's the roadmap? What year are you in? Are you like it also depends on how much time do you have. What year are you in? B star is false, false. Should I just submit this? This doesn't require hashing, right? Does it? Does this require hashing? Let's try submitting it. If it requires, we'll see. Third year, bro, 6th semester. Damn, bro. Okay, you're in your 6th semester. So then just start with the striper sheet then. We're getting a wrong answer. Output is. Oh, I didn't handle multiple. Right. What we can do. What we can do is this I can handle. If there are multiple stars, we can remove filter multiple stars out. String s copy equals to s, not s. It's an empty string. For int I equals to 0 I less than your s dot length I plus plus. If I is equal to star and s of I minus 1 I is greater than 0 and s I equals to star, not I, s of I equals to star and s of I minus 1 equals to, that's also equal to star. Then we continue, or else s copy plus equals to s plus equals to si. Let's use this test case now. But come on, bro. Expression is not assignable. Oh, I'm acting so rusty today. Like I'm still getting false. Let's see out the s copy. What s copy are we sending him? What? Why did it not see out anything? Holy guacamole! It's actually the pattern copy that should be edited. Hmm. Let's see, bro. Let's see. Although I'm not really sure if this is still correct or not. It's 5:57. I didn't do any JavaScript today. Wow. Okay, so we do need to hash. Looks like we do need to hash. That's easy. We can just make a vector of vector. Why did I not think that we won't need to hash vector of end of hash? As simple as that. If hash below the base condition, if hash of sptr and pptr, they should actually be, if that is not equal to -1, then we just return hash of sptr pptr is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then we'll say it's true. Then we'd say true. We also need to store the results. Equals to answer, an answer. Bro, I've written so messy code. Equals to true. Okay, we're returning here. We don't need to check the base conditions for hashing. Here we can check equals to false, and then we return. This is the hash check. If both match, then we are simply returning. Skip comes out at true. If answer comes out, yeah, I think, yep. Now just we need to hash dot resize. God damn, bro, this is such a stupid question. I feel like banging my head on a wall at this point. Hash dot resize. We have end s length equals to s dot length, and p length equals to p copy dot length. Now we do hash dot resize. I'm cooked. 6-7. Why? Why are you cooked? You're the one who is expert on code forces, right? And you study in Jadavpur University and you're telling you're cooked, bro. Come on. Hash dot resize. sptr. We're checking s length plus 1, comma. It's going to be vector of int, and that is going to be of p length plus 1, and it's going to be stored with -1. For false equal, yeah, we're storing false. This is true. And we send in the hash to the, what a goddamn stupid question. No, we don't need to send it. It's declared universally. Bro, fuck this question at this point. Okay, it seems to be working. stupid question. Yeah, I don't have any guts to solve this again. So good, nice. Bro, but yeah, it sucked the soul out of me. At this point, I just want to. Solving hard is crazy, yeah, but I just want to bang my head in a wall at this point. I need to go touch some grass. I'll probably go to the gym now. Not even gym. I'll have to go to a park now. I need to see clear sky. Leetcode drives you crazy after a point. That's crazy. Okay, we didn't do JavaScript today. That's a bummer, but no problem. I'll do it off stream. Anyways, I do development off stream, so I can definitely do JavaScript off stream. That's it for today. And yeah, Vyom gave a very good idea of attempting virtual contests on stream. We can definitely do that. I'll discuss that on Discord. Okay, that's it for today. I need to immediately take a break. Bye bye. Thanks to all those who joined.